okay, there's this lady that I was with a few years ago. We loved each other so much and we are so close. There is nothing that we couldn't do together. We are just, and we are not normal. Two of us, we are not normal. We liked the same thing. We laughed over the same thing. We are so close. In short, there was nothing that we could believe that would ever separate us. We are so sure of it that nothing can ever separate us. If everything was aligned the way it's supposed to be, if I was ready to get married then, I would have been so glad to get married to her. In fact, if a prophet should come and tell me, don't marry this lady, even if my family said, there is nothing anybody would ever say that would make me not to marry that lady. But along the line, things happened, and not that we separated because we didn't like each other anymore. I gave my life to Christ. So after I gave my life to Christ, I wanted to focus in my relationship with God. And I knew that if I stayed with her, I might have an issue doing that. So I just said, okay, I needed space to stay, draw closer to God and all. So there was no quarrel, there was nothing. Okay, so fast forward. I recently got in contact with this lady again and just, seeing everything. She's still awesome, everything is awesome. But there's one unique thing. Our lives are so different now. Like, I am a completely different human being. I don't really know much with what's going on with her, but at least with me, where my head is now and where my head was then, I'm a completely different human being. Right now, I'm into ministry, I'm into everything I'm doing, trying to impact lives, like, my life is completely different from the guy I was with then. Now, why am I saying this? Imagine that we got married then, and, we got together, we got married, and I continued on this path. I gave my life to Christ, I got serious, because then we are two not serious Christians, and she was living a life. We like to flex, we like to smoke weed, we like to drink, we just like to enjoy ourselves. So our life then and now is so different. So now imagine that I got married to her, and then and this thing happened to me. I gave my life to Christ, and I continued on this path. Don't you think that there would be a problem? Because number one, that's not what she signed up for. Because when we got married together, we had an understanding, we had a mindset, we had the things we loved, we had the things we enjoyed. But now, something has happened and I have found a new path. My life is different. The things that used to interest me then no longer interest me. The things that I used to enjoy, we can't even laugh over the same things anymore. We can't even have the same conversations. Everything has changed. You see, when people like Pastor Kingsley and Pastor Mildred will say, don't marry for love alone, there is a reason. You get why. The Bible says that there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is destruction. And this is why no matter how things might align, no matter how perfect you think somebody is, no matter how you think you have all the answers that this is best, there is a God that sees 5 years down the road, that sees 10 years, that sees 30 years, that sees that this coconut head one day, his path is going to change. You might be with somebody today and you think that this person is the best for you. And you don't go to God to make inquiry. You don't go to ask him questions. And you guys get together. Few years later, you realize that she wants something else, he wants something else. And that is why marriages end up, falling apart. But there is a God. There is a God that sees the ending from the beginning. No matter how the things are aligned, you still, okay, this is what I want. I love you. We love each other and everything. This is what I want. But still, you still need to go to God and say, Lord, this is what I want to do. But what is your thought on this? What is your will on this? Do I go ahead? Do I go ahead? Do I pursue? And then God can now look and say, okay, according to the trajectory of your life and where you are going to, you being with this person, sometimes people are not bad. It's not like it's not always a case where, okay, maybe the person is going to be a demon or it's going to be a bad person. No, it just could be that you people could just evolve and grow in a way that your lives will no longer be able to fit. But God sees these things. It could even be anything. It could be maybe somebody lost a job, somebody fell ill. Anything could have happened that would make somebody change, or their way of thinking, things would change. But God sees this. And he can tell you, okay, no. Sometimes when God tells you no for a person, it's not because the person is bad. It's just that because there is something that he has for you or somewhere you are going to, and he knows. And it could be anything. It could even be a job. It could be a business. You want to start a business, you just got a job, and you believe that this is the job that I want. This is what I want for my life right now. But then 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, God sees that this same job, you hate it and regret it. But yet, you want it now. And this is why if you go to him, he can now tell you, oh, don't take it now, don't do this now, just wait, leave it. The Bible says in all your ways acknowledge him. Put him first. You don't have it all together. We only see linearly, but there's a God that sees the ending from the beginning. Put him first. He cares for you. He cares about what is good for you. And his thoughts for you are always of good and never of evil. Your Godbacked. For watching that video. I hope you were blessed and you learned something. If you are blessed by that video, I will encourage you to check out this next video. I'm sure it's also going to be a blessing to you. I post videos like this regularly to help you, grow stronger in your relationship with God, to be encouraged daily. So if you don't want to miss any of my posts, I would encourage you to click the subscription button, and I know that it's going to be a blessing to you. And also don't forget to turn on post notifications so that you never miss any of my posts. God bless you, and share this video if it was a blessing to you.